Hi, I'm Scott Fisher. I'm the host of Extreme Genes, America's Family History Show. And we are currently on 53 radio stations around the country, and then we air as a podcast, currently heard about 40 to 50,000 times a month, and we're the #1 radio show on Mormon Channel these days. I'm proposing that I teach a class in this coming year's Roots Tech on collecting ancestral artifacts. And I have been doing this for a long time, and it never fails when I mention it on the radio show that I get emails from lots of people going, how do you do this? And so let's start with a little bit of some of the things that I've found, starting with things relating to my fireman ancestor, Andrew Jackson Fisher. He fought fires in New York City in the middle of the 19th century, was a part of the Veteran Firemen's Association of New York in the late 1880s. And they traveled the country visiting different places, and I found things relating to a trip they took in 1887 to San Francisco. For instance, little histories of the organization that were given to various firefighter units that hosted them along that trip. I found a couple of those. These ribbons were all from the 1887 trip, all found on eBay. This medal also relating to that group. I found my father's high school yearbooks from 1928, 29, 30, and 31. He signed each one of them for a classmate, and I was able to get the entire group for about $55, so it was a great thrill. Also, this stock certificate from a millionaire shipbuilder ancestor of mine from the 1880s. He signed it in 1873, and I was really excited to add that to my collection. So as far as teaching it goes, I would start out by explaining that you want to identify an ancestor that you might have a particular interest in. Figure out, well, first of all, where did they live? Are there things from their hometown that you might want to collect? Maybe it's as simple as postcards. What military unit might somebody have fought in one of the wars? How about a hobby, or what was their occupation? There are so many different ways that you can go about this. Then you can reach out to descendants, close and more distant, like distant cousins, and see what they have. A lot of the times, senior members of the family will be happy to share something with an interested member because they're afraid it'll be discarded upon their deaths. And then from there, I put in search terms on eBay and perhaps seek out antique stores that might be online and find things that might relate to these various places. In the end, it's a great day when those things show up in the mail and you can share these with your family, and it gives the kids something they can touch that was related to their ancestors. I hope you'll choose the course for next year's Roots Tech, and I look forward to seeing you then.